Alright, everyone, welcome to another Will to Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Will to Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight we are playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign spanning across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our heroes' hellish epic. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find more at Sirenscape.com. And now, let us meet our courageous, daring heroes as they are engaging in some conversation here in the Low Lantern Tavern. We'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
Oh, that's right. I go first. Um, I'm from board, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you rarely, if ever seen before. He's taller than most and stronger than most. He has light, like sunny gray skin covered with runic tattoos and a chaotic mop of red hair and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like amber.
I think your microphone
Oh
got a
no!
little
Oh no!
tangled.
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but you're all like staticky.
Oh, it's part of the effect. I wonder if the Discord's being cranky. Cranky. Is that any better?
Well, as we work through our little escapade there, let's get an introduction for Saren.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Saren Starseeker, an astral elf divine soul sorcerer who has found himself dropped from the stars into the chaos of Baldur's Gate, and then found himself involved in a nefarious plot that went awry. He is searching for purpose in this new place, and for a way to one day return to the stars. This week's fun fact about Saren is that Saren's parents were both dedicated artists, and their favorite source of inspiration for their paintings were void dragons.
Ooh. Alright. Then let us move to get an introduction from Meliors.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melioras Grin. Melioras is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snow white hair and steely gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel is during the days, normally before all of this shenanigans started happening, she would spend a good number of her days at a tavern. We'll say people watching. Um, The tavern is called the Drunken Drow, and while she does enjoy her time there, she does think the name is a little bit problematic.
Maybe a little on the nose, too. Uh,
Who's to say?
who's to say? And then last but not least, let's get an introduction for Magda.
Hi, my name is Iridian, and I am playing Magda, who is a UNC Pure Blood Hunter, which I'm still learning how to play. Good for me. She has been told to, shut up and don't touch things and just, observe, and was treated as like a runner for her guild and her family. But she met this group who's actually, letting her touch things and do things, and she's very, very excited. Except for today, because I think Faye's gonna hurt us bad.
I don't plan to murder you all in this session. But in the case that combat does arise, you have been gifted an extra 1 AC for the rest of the session. So, why don't we dive into this session? We last left off with you all having come to the Low Lantern Tavern. You scouted a little bit out during the day, saw some dead seagulls hanging about, and a few of the staff setting up in the midday, but a lot of the party happens when the sun goes down, which you have returned to, and it definitely is more lively. But you went down, you were looking for business. You have found it here on the lounge deck. Saren, you have been talking to one Amric Van Thamper, and recently you may have laid it on a little heavy-handed, but he is to, in his best interests, join you all. And when we left off, it was to see how he was going to respond to that. Amric takes a look at Saren, Haven behind him, with Meliodas, who's nearby as well. And then he looks to the guard that's over by the bar. And where will we be going?
Well, like we discussed, we can take you into Flaming Fist custody, and we can provide you protection before, maybe after we have a conversation, and you can tell us some things that might lead us to what we need to find to bring your family down and to spoil their plans.
Well, if that is all. Amric will take his feet off the table, begin to stand.
Well, what can you tell us now?
He looks at you. I can tell you to get lost. And then he drops a smoke bomb, filling the area around you with darkness.
Oh,
Let us just do a little him. All of this is now considered a blinded area. So Magda, you can't see in. Anyone caught in here can't see out. And does it have... Okay, cool. What is Saren's AC?
12.
12, cool. As this goes off, you would hear the fluttering of the wings of the devil that was next to Amric's shoulder. You all hear this, and Luckily, Saren, you are not stabbed, but you do feel where there is the motion of air nearby as an attack does come towards you. As we're going to roll initiatives here, everybody.
That's appropriate.
Oh, crap.
Ooh, that was very nearly a natural 20, but it was not.
He's hidden. It's there. Alright. So it'll be Magda first, then Haven. Then after that, we've got Melioris. And Sam. Then Saren all the way at the end. Alright. With that, Magda, first act, what are you doing?
No. Do I know for a fact that this person, Veltus, which is at the end of the way, is part of this group?
Valtus? Yeah, you would have I mean, he's very much watching Amric, or was until the, cloud of, dust came through.
Okay. I'm going to just walk closer, and I'm gonna hold my action to attack him if he attacks me, or if he goes, if he tries to go into the smoke bomb.
Alright. Alright, Haven, it's your turn.
Haven, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, it's your turn.
I have no idea what's happening.
Smoke bomb got released.
Was the stairs that go downstairs, is that thing that goes around it like fully enclosing it, or is there some way that I could like run out of the darkness and jump over down the stairs to see if I can block the way if anyone's retreating down the stairs?
Yeah, I'd say you could go and get to the other side to block that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, hoping it's out of the darkness. But probably go like down south and then like run and jump over into the stairwell.
So do you want to be on the stairs itself?
I want to be on the stairs down, yeah, like vault over the
Okay.
vault over, yeah.
Gotcha. So
If I need to roll something, you let me know.
no, I think that'll be handled easily enough with your movement. And holding an action there, Meliodas.
Oh, would it be a free action if I were to fling my wine in the direction where he was before the smoke bomb went off?
If your intent is to try and get it on him to create a trail, I'm going to say that that's going to be an actual action.
No, I just want to be dramatic.
Oh, if you're being dramatic, hell yeah, go for it.
Meliodas would fling the wine in the direction he used to be and basically be like, "This is terrible. I am so offended." Or insulted, one of those words. And does this cloud that we're in, does it count as darkness? Or is it smoke?
It is smoke.
Okay. Can we see at all if we're trying to see other people inside the cloud?
It is heavily obscured.
Heavily obscured. Okay. Could I stumble up and try and attack? Or I guess, wait, I wouldn't know that the, what is it? Spine devil? Bone devil? What is it called? Spine devil? I wouldn't have known that it moved. Would I?
I would say that you would have heard the wing flaps. You don't know where exactly it's at, but you do know that it moved somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna move in the direction I hear flapping wings, and I'm gonna draw my scimitar and make an attack, which I'm assuming will be at disadvantage.
It will be at disadvantage because you are heavily obscured.
Okay, well that would have hit, but not with disadvantage. I do though, because I'm a Gloomstalker, get an extra attack on my first round. So I'd like to try that again.
Go for it.
Nope. One better. And don't worry, in like 5 more rounds, I'll get a hit. With my bonus action, can I draw my offhand scimitar and just not make any attacks with it?
I'll allow it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, just so it's ready for next round, and then that'll be it for Mel.
Okay. Next turn belongs to Amric, who is going to run. And he is going to use his action to dash and disappears as he heads upstairs. Valtus acts, and, well, since you already came to him, Magda, he doesn't have to go far. He's going to grab his weapon and as he raises it, your held action can go off because he does seem very much hostile to you.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with my short sword. That is going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
Ooh. And then let's go 1d4. Okay, that is total of 7 points of damage. 3 points for piercing and 4 points of fire.
Great. He lifts this mace. It looks like it was once part of a belaying pin for the ship, but has been heavily augmented. And he's going to take his 2 swings at you.
Uh-oh.
The first one is a 16 to hit
That is going to hit.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
But the second one misses with a 9.
okay.
In the darkness, we have our devil, who is going to try and strike out twice. A 9 misses Saren, but you feel a displacement as air moves past you, and a 12, I believe, misses Melioras, yeah?
Yep.
And you are fine as well. Neither of you are struck, but you can't quite see how this creature is trying to fight you. Saren, it's your go.
So based on those 2 strikes against me, even though they missed, I know that there's something in range to hurt me.
Well, 1 attack was it? Well, yeah, 2 attacks total against you. Something is in range. Melee, it seems.
Okay. I'm going to use my axe to cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
I would like to hit the smoke and back away. Might end up somewhere over here.
Alright, it's going to take an attack of opportunity, as it can sense you leaving. But you're fine. You remain unstruck. And you get out, and as you're looking around, you see, of course, the red-haired thug fighting with Magda, but no sign of Emmerich.
Where is he? We have to stop him. And that's the end of my turn. Is he still in the smoke?
Magda, we come to your go.
I reply, he went upstairs. He went upstairs. I would like to disengage, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get right up to there, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, can I? No, that's it.
Haven, it's your turn.
Haven's gonna mutter under his breath, "Crap, I went the wrong way." And try and come up and round the corner through the darkness. And I guess I'm gonna emergency this thug here, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna try and barrel past him. I'm gonna try and shove him down to get him out of my way. Shove him away to
Okay.
the south.
Athletics check.
I'm good at them. Theoretically. 17.
He also has a 17. So, as you try and shove him back, the two of you kind of get into a landlock. He is, it seems, evenly matched in this moment. You ain't going where you want.
That's what you think. I don't think I have any good bonus actions. I don't think I want to rage just yet. So let's just end the turn there, locked in eyes with this guy.
Alright.
Seems like we're gonna have a little duel.
Okay. Melioras, you are still in the smoke, and you know that something is there. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm super over being in the smoke and you know, us attempting to hit each other and whipping each time. So I'm gonna move out of the smoke. I'm not sure how much movement that would be, if it would be 3 squares to get here, and I'll take that attack of opportunity.
It already used its reaction.
Oh right, he already used his reaction.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be
So that would have been
3 squares. Yeah.
Okay, Question I meant to ask before I got all excited and ran out of the smoke. Is it an action to drop my disguise self, or does that cost anything?
Until you use an action to dismiss it, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna dismiss it then. And then I'm gonna move my other 3 squares. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to use my action to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just hang out here. Hi, Magda.
Hi.
That's it.
Alright. And let's go. Alright.
Do any of the other thugs in this area seem hostile, or is it just this one near
Just
me
the
and
one.
Saren?
Just the one that was hired by Emmerich. The other people here are Low Lantern staff, and they don't really get into fights with people. They let the fights happen.
Okay, that's what I remembered, but I wasn't sure if since Ambrick's like, you know, some cool cat here, if he got special privilege and these other people were going to come to his defense.
Alright, so Emmerich's turn comes to an end. Valtus is going to go. And since Haven, you are right there, he is going to take his 2 attacks against you. The first one is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be 5 bludgeoning. And the second attack will hit for another 5 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
He hits hard. Our devil is going to move. And we'll fly. And get over here. And then action dash to fly right in front of Magda.
Oh, crap.
And then Saren, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to Starlight Step to teleport 30 feet. On top of the table. The devil blocking Magda's path.
The devil is like right eye level with Magda blocking your path, yeah?
And, can I get a dex save, please?
That's gonna be a 9.
Fail. That's radiant damage.
Beautiful. Anything else? I believe that'll be it.
I'm gonna move a little bit too.
Okay.
Over here.
Alright, so as you move a little bit, it is gonna come then to top the round. Magda, you've got a devil in front of you.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I think this is the first time I'm gonna do this. Blood Curse of Binding. It says large or smaller creature, so which involves the devil, right?
The devil is definitely small, but let me just double check something here with the curse. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to invoke the police strength saving throw DC 12.
That is a 15 on the strength save.
Okay. Can I use my short sword to attack him? Does 12 hit?
A 12 just misses our devil.
Gosh darn it. Free action, I'm gonna go ahead and take my offhand weapon out, and that's the end of my turn.
Alright. With that, it is Haven, your turn.
Alright, apparently we got a fight on our hands with this guy. The runes on Haven's body are gonna glow fiery red, and he's going to enter a rage. As part of my rage, I can theoretically grow large in size if there's space. I don't know how we want to work that.
Yeah, I'd say you can get large.
Yeah, I don't know. My token needs to grow, and how tall the ceiling is, because I imagine Haven's gonna just shoot up as tall as he can get and not hit his head on the ceiling.
The ceiling's 10 feet up, if I remember correctly.
All right, well, that's actually okay. I think that my idea was he'd be like 9.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yep. So Haven gets huge. He grows to be 9.5 feet tall and just sneers down at this character, and
Just put you in that
he's
area.
gonna draw his great sword and take a mighty swipe at this individual in front of him.
Yeah, go for it.
Hopefully this hits. Gentleman's 20.
Definitely gonna hit.
For 12, or sorry, I think it's 11. I think I had 2. 1 second. Yeah, 11 slashing damage.
Alright, good to know, good to know. Anything else?
I think that's an action, bonus action. I'm not gonna move. So yeah, we're going for blow with this guy.
Hell yeah.
Got an evil grin on my face.
Meliodas, we come to your go.
Okay. Am I able to attack the devil from where I am with my scimitar? Am I too far away?
I'm gonna say you are just out of range.
Okay. Well, I would like to do something productive, so I'm gonna see that Haven is in melee with Baldur, and I want to hit something, so I'm gonna have enough movement to get there, and I'm gonna swipe with my scimitars.
Yeah. Also, you can enter into a flank kiss.
I would love that. That was gonna be my next question. Alright. I'm done. 19.
Definitely hits.
For 8 points. And offhand. 21 to hit. For 8 points.
And Valtus goes
That-
down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get there, so I will move 1 backward, back the way I came, and that'll be it.
Heck yeah. With that, it is going to be our devil's go. And it's going to take a, attempt to bite Magda. But the 11 misses. So then it's just going to try and stab you with its fork. But an 11 misses. You can hear it growl. It says something directed at you in Infernal. Do any of you speak that language?
I think I do.
I do.
No, I don't.
Meliodas understands where it's essentially telling Magda how it plans to flay her in the hells and ready her flesh for a feast.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is not what happened. But I'm just picturing this little flying devil tiny guy just brandishing a fork.
Is that a dinner
And
fork?
it's very, yes, it's very cute in my head. But I don't think that's what's happening. In my
It
head
is a pitchfork, not really a dinner fork. But
I reject that and I accept the other reality.
yeah, you would. That's the official art right there. And with that, it is Saren's turn.
Where I'm standing, can I see up? Actually, right. Can I see up there?
I'd say just
I'm-
barely.
I'm gonna Starlight Step again.
You don't see him up here.
Anyone like paying attention to what's happening?
Everyone up here seems to be going about what they normally do. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of commotion that has been made.
I will shout to the room. I will for whoever tells me where Van Temper went.
Alright. Go ahead, roll for me. I'll say roll for me a persuasion check on that. I will keep your 9 in mind.
Okay. I'm just standing there with money in my hand. No one responds.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm going to then my action to dash all the way up the stairs. Like anything?
Yeah, you see Emrit.
Okay. Then I will end my turn there.
Okay. As Sarian, that is the end of your turn. Magda, you have a devil
Yeah.
in front of you. What are you doing?
Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to try to grapple or try to restrain, would my companions be able to pass us up the stairs?
No.
I would like to try to grapple him. Please.
Yeah,
Athletics?
it's an athletics check.
Okay, 16.
It rolls a 16 to evade. You're unable to get a hold of him, just barely managing to move out of your grasp, but not enough to get far away.
And then I scream out loud, Saren went up the stairs to go after Emmerich. I need help. Okay.
Haven, it's your go. You're big.
Yeah, I am big. Am I able to see this devil from where I'm standing?
No, but you definitely see Magda's fighting something. You just don't have a clearer view on what it is at this angle. Those are stairs that go up, so it kind of blocks your view.
So if I move 1, 2, can I get past Mel?
You can move through your companion spaces, yeah.
Right, and I think when you're a certain size, you can move through the size of a creature or a space one size smaller. So I can fit through like 5-foot boxes, even if I'm something
you-
like that.
You'd squeeze through, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can move through the space for sure.
Did I see the thing now?
Yes.
Yes. Let's take a swing at this and clear the path.
Just so big you swing over the side of the stairs. I love it.
Yeah, like stab through the stairs. Or whatever this does. How's about... Ooh. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
It will take 14 slashing damage.
Cool. It's looking a little pissed. It's looking hurt, but it's still flying, still fluttering.
Interesting.
It says some rude things to you in Infernal. Something about your mother.
Now that strikes home. I'm. It's lucky that I can't understand Infernal.
Yeah.
You don't talk about my mother. That actually, I'll end my turn there. I don't have any good bonus actions. I'm glaring at it, maybe muttering some stuff about its mother and Celestial back at it.
Melioris, it is your turn.
Okay then. I'm not big like Haven, so if I were to stand on the other side of the stairs, I wouldn't probably be able to make a melee
I'd say
attack.
if you stand on the other side, I'll let you make the melee attack, but it would be a disadvantage because you're doing so at an awkward angle.
I am okay with that. Whatever means I don't need to drop my scimitars to draw my longbow. Okay, disadvantage. That's a natural one.
Oh no!
Let us try the offhand. And 11, I'm fairly certain this.
It comes close, but it's again an awkward fighting scenario that you're in here, and it's not quite enough.
Okay, fun turn.
It is Amric's go. And Amric is going to continue using his action to dash. So, Amric is on his way out, moving through the crowds of people that are on the streets and seeming to attempt to get lost in the people that are going about their business here in Baldur's Gate. Our little devil friend, still fluttering about here, surrounded on three sides, is going to shake out a bit of the wings here and go again for 2 attacks. It's going to try to... It's going to try and stab Haven in the eyes with the fork. That is a 12 to hit, so I think that misses.
Yeah,
And then
totally.
it's going to try and bite Magda's face. But that misses with an 8.
Fight's dirty.
Oh yeah. It's a devil!
You should hear what it's saying.
And Saren, we come to your turn.
Can I still see him?
You can. You've got a visual on him, but he is getting into the crowds of people that are here in Baldur's Gate, just going about their nightly lives.
Let me read. Okay. I'm going to level 1 guiding bolt.
Okay.
24.
That'll hit him.
12 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout at Amric, stop! This is your last chance. And I'm gonna move 30 feet towards him. Out of curiosity, how far of a drop would this be if I tried to jump over that balcony?
You'd be taking fall damage.
How much movement would it take to jump over that?
I'd say it will cost you 5 feet of your movement to jump over, and then fall damage.
I will do so. A 1d4?
No. You will take 5 points of fall damage.
Okay.
And
Okay,
then
that was
if you are concentrating on any spells, you do need to make a constitution save.
I am not.
Alright.
Okay, that's 30 feet there. That's my turn.
Okay. And then Magda, it's your go. You've got
Yes.
a devil in front of you.
Okay. I want to go ahead and attack him with my short sword. Oh, that was on 19. Gosh, dang it, and rolled over to 3. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the blood curse of binding. DC 12 strength. Please fail.
It does fail.
Oh, that's great. And I'm gonna move back 1, 2, and my turn right there.
Sounds great. Haven, it's your go.
What does that curse do to this little creature?
Its speed is 0 and it cannot take reactions.
I feel like I need to try and clear the path for Mel to get up and follow and help Saren. I'm gonna reach out and try and grapple this thing.
Okay.
That's athletics, yeah?
Yes, you roll athletics.
I get advantage on that. That's a 20.
20 is really good.
It is.
It rolls
I'm
a
really good at this.
22 to evade.
Oh.
It got a natural
Oh.
20.
Jerk. Then I believe that's my turn.
Okay. With that, it is Meliodas, your go.
Okay, 2 more awkward swipes with my scimitar.
You could close into that area since Magda did move.
Oh my gosh, I could totally do that, and you know what? I will. So, what was the first thing that I rolled? That was a 12
Well,
plus 5.
which
Would
will
that
hit.
hit?
Yeah.
17? Cool. 8 points.
Alright, and you watch as the devil in front of you begins from where your scimitar slashes. It immolates, burning out like torch paper.
Oh,
There's no
that's
more devil.
interesting. Cool. Well, I would like to move up the stairs.
Yeah.
It took 10 feet to get here, so 1, 2. This square, is it the same as the one I would have just left
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
This, okay. So that was 20. 30. I have a bonus action, but I don't think I can do anything with it. So that'll be it.
Alright. Amric looks over his shoulder at you, saying, and just loud enough for you to hear it, not sort of calling out over the streets terribly much. Remember the day you made Van Thamper an enemy? As he continues to run, and then will disappear into the crowds of people.
I can't see him even though he's glowing.
He's using his action to hide. I'm gonna say no.
Oh,
So. Then Thamper disappears into the crowd. You could spend some time trying to find him, but he is determined to get away. And I will say at this point, Saren, well, at this point, we're going to end our initiatives.
okay.
And what do you all do?
I check to see, go upstairs, and I look around, and then I follow Mel.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, so I'm just gonna try my best to catch up with Aaron. I'll look down and be like, where'd he go?
Saren will be walking back on deck, sat. He disappeared in the crowd. I couldn't do enough to stop him.
I'm gonna replace any chairs or stools that I may have knocked over in my larger state and then start walking upstairs.
Alright.
And I'm gonna look around the main room and not see anyone here. On the tavern floor.
As a ranger, can I make any kind of check if I went down where Saren had been standing to see if I can determine what direction he may have gone in?
It would be a survival check to try and track him.
Okay. It's dark now, right?
It is dark, yes.
Okay, although I don't think it applies to survival anyway. Well, that's a 9.
It's hard to find any sort of trace here that would point you in a specific direction. But you would notice a figure cloaked approaching the low lantern. As they get closer, you can hear armor clanking with each step. In the green light that comes from the lantern at the front of the tavern, you see a gloved hand with metal armoring glinting on the hilt of a longsword. And as she approaches, rising up the stairs, she'll take off the cowl, and you see a young woman, barely perhaps even 20 years of age, brown skin, red hair, and a haunted gaze.
Is she a human?
She does appear human.
I'll step aside to politely let her aboard if that is what she's wanting to do, to go in the tavern. That's what Saren's thinking.
Okay. So as Saren, you step aside, and she steps and looks to each of you. This is where we take our first ad break. So, Stick around, we will be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildwitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi, link that is on screen, and then also in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. So, stick tight. We'll see you all very soon to continue along with our session. And we return. You all are, most of you are on the deck. As this young woman arrives, she's taken off her cowl and revealed her very young face. But beside that, she does seem to have a air about her, one that's a little world weary. And a good evening to you all.
Hello, miss.
You all are able to see, in the sort of parting of her cloak here, a symbol of Torm. It seems that she is some sort of, perhaps holy warrior.
Are you making your way into the tavern?
I am. I am looking for someone here. Perhaps you may be able to assist.
Well, we just came from there. Who might you be looking for?
I am looking for a figure known as Amrit van Thamper. He runs a business here. There is a rumor that his family knows the person I am trying to find.
Saren will kind of look to Magda and look to Mel. Well, we just had a confrontation with him. He's no longer here.
She gives a curse in a tongue you're not familiar with. It does seem to be one of the mortal lands, but it does seem that she perhaps travels here from elsewhere.
Only you'd been here 5 minutes sooner.
That would have been great, actually. You could have blocked his escape. I'm sorry. I'm a little worked up.
Well, if you have had interactions with him, perhaps we do not need to be enemies. We could assist each other.
Perhaps. You said that he knows someone you're looking for?
Yes. Fabius Krieg, High Overseer of El Terrell. He is rumored to be here in Baldur's Gate. And I need to find him. I need to understand what has happened to El Terrell. I need to save my city.
You are from El Terrell?
Not by birth. I am from Termish. But I traveled when I was very young to become a Hell Rider for the Holy City. I watched as the Companion's light went black. I watched as the city crumbled and sank below the horizon. And I have been haunted in it each of my nightmares ever since. I found Elturel nothing more than a crater where the city once stood, and I came here. I was able to get in before the refugees were entirely sealed out. But my time in Baldur's Gate has been quite affirming of my previous dispositions of the city. I am here for business. I'm here to find Krieg and see what has happened to Elturel, to save Elturel. And that starts with Amric.
Okay. A couple things. Number one, do you know where this individual that you're looking for might be, or do you believe that Amric alone holds this information?
The rumors do not say much except that Krieg was seen in the company of those employed by the Van Thamper family. Amric was the Van Thamper that had the most accessibility. It is through him that I will find where Krieg is.
And Krieg's rank, you mentioned. What does that mean exactly?
He is the leader of Elturel, the High Overseer.
I see.
What your council of dukes here in Baldur's Gate, he alone can manage in Elturel under the holy light of the Companion. Before it went dark.
And you saw it go dark.
I watched, yes.
You were in the city.
I was not in the city. I was north of it, returning from a training.
Well, I don't want to say that we have a bit of a problem, but Hellriders aren't welcome here, and the Flaming Fist especially is on the lookout for those of your order.
I understand. They are also on the lookout for me. There was an unfortunate altercation. It was not my fault, but I am wanted.
What sort of altercation?
I was surrounded after I made my way into the city. Cornered.
By the Flaming Fist?
Yes.
You're right, you were wanted because you're a Hellrider.
It was different. After I was cornered, I did what any good Hellrider would do. I defended myself, stood up for the others that came with me. And I wounded the soldier that had me cornered. That is why I am wanted personally. I have done them a service by showing them their weakness, and this is how I am repaid.
Now seeing that Haven's on deck, Theron's going to keep looking to his companions. So,
Yeah, Haven's dumping a body over at the side of the ship.
Just imagining Haven, like, dragging it up by, like, the ankles over all the steps.
He probably would have carried it. He would have been showing it off that he could lift that body.
a big sploosh in the background. So next point of business, you've been very forthcoming and transparent. We are in service of sorts, more like indentured servitude, I suppose, with the Flaming Fist.
As soon as you say this, you see her eyes sort of widen a bit, and she takes you all in. Her hand tightens around the hilt of her blade. She doesn't draw it yet, but she seems perhaps ready to in case the tides turn.
But I have a proposition. Perhaps if you help us, we can vouch for you. It seems that our tasks here and our goals are aligned.
It would appear that they are aligned, yes. I do not care for vouchments, or any sort of avowal in this city. I care to find Thavius Krieg. I care to return Elturel from wherever it has fallen. I do not wish to stay in Baldur's Gate. This is not my home.
Nor is it mine.
That makes two of us.
But as long as our paths seem to be aligned, perhaps we could help one another instead of fighting each other here. That doesn't seem to help anyone.
I do not wish to fight, Leo. As long as you do not turn... As long as you do not turn on me, my blade shall stay sheathed against any of you. Drawn only for if we fight together.
Well, we do seem to keep finding ourselves in fights. Another sword couldn't hurt things. But you may want to take extra care to not disclose your membership with the Hell Riders. Do you have any insignia that you haven't covered yet?
It's only my armor, but I believe my cloak to be sufficient.
Okay, maybe not go throwing that one around where most of the armed people around here are looking to arrest you, for one reason or another. And I think we can continue to help each other.
She looks over each of you. And then, I guess we are allies.
So it would seem. My name is Saren.
Rhea, Mantlemorn. And she'll put her hand out.
Saren will take it. And these are my companions.
I'll
Haven.
flash her a really big smile and tell her I'm Tanella.
Magda kind of like waves shyly and goes, Magda.
Saren will have given a look towards Mel. Be like, oh, okay, just let it go.
So,
And this guy's Haven.
I said Haven, but I think it
Oh,
got washed out by
oh no!
Mel's introduction. We talked over each other. I just said Haven. So now there's 5 of us that all don't know where Amric is. Fantastic.
I do not need Amric specifically. I need a Van Thumper. And Amric was just the most accessible. If you have access to another that would be able to tell me
Well, we have come across another yesterday or the day before, pretty recently, but I'm not sure exactly where he might be. He intended to leave the city.
In that same tongue that she had spoken in earlier, a few more hissed phrases, probably of frustration. Oh,
When you know there's a third, there's another brother. Keeps his spy network of imps. They probably already know where all of us are. We know their bathhouse.
Yes, we've cleared that.
do you think that they may have more information somewhere? I need to understand, and the only person I could think of that would know would be Krieg. Someone of such position has to understand what has happened to our city.
Well, I'm not sure where the third brother stays. I'm sure Amric is off to some safe house. Do they have some home in the city that they stay in?
Anyone who wants to roll for me a history check is welcome to do so at this moment.
My result.
Saren, you actually know the answer to this question. As you kind of talk it aloud, it comes to you. They do have a villa up in Upper City, where the nobles are. You have
Oh,
a vague idea of where it's at.
I believe they have a villa in the upper city. I'm sure that the third brother would be there, and perhaps if they have any other extended Van Thamper family, and perhaps the mother as well. And I'm sure Amric would show up there eventually. That might be even the place that makes the most sense for Krieg to be held. All speculation, though.
Well, it is better than what I have. If you believe this Van Tamper villa is where we may find a Van Tamper or even Krieg himself, we should work towards that. I will do what I can to help.
This is a pretty risky endeavor. The Van Thampers are eyeing a dukedom, a seat at being a duke. Not sure the terminology here, but
Uh, you would know actually that Van Thumper is a duke already, but what she is trying to do is gain control and be basically usurping the sort of de facto head of the council, which is the Duke or Ravengard.
right. That.
Yeah. So she's trying to get like the top seat, but she is on the council essentially.
Amended concern. We may be talking about confronting a duke directly, or at least
I have
accessing their villa.
I am most respectful. I am a trained warrior, devout to the holy city of Elturel. It is. If you are concerned of my posturing, you need not be.
I'm more concerned of what type of and how many guards they might have. They might have their own small personal army guarding the place.
You will do well to have one extra sword at your side. One trained as well as I am.
Well, one more is better than not having one more, I suppose. What does everyone else think?
I think
I have
more
no
people.
objection.
Yeah,
I say it's risky, but this whole situation is full of risk. If they find out what we did to Amric before we get there, they might not be very receptive to us.
Yeah, I've got one good hit on him, but maybe he's laying low and might be even too embarrassed to bring it up to everyone else. Or maybe he's run off to warn them that we might be on our way. Surely they wouldn't expect us to go straight for their villa, though. Maybe they're overconfident. About what time is it, Faye?
I would say if you came here just after sundown, a little bit after, we'll put you about right at 9 o'clock here. It's still early evening.
Well, would we want to take a look at the place tonight or start fresh in the morning?
If this place is anything like it is in El Terrell, perhaps the morning would be less conspicuous. At least for the nobility. All I've seen of Baldur's Gate, it is nothing like the city. But that is my perspective as an outsider.
That makes sense. They're probably more on guard at night. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
We might all feel better after a full rest as well. Does that work with everyone?
Yeah.
Then perhaps we retire for the evening and meet up again in the morning towards the upper city and make our way towards the villa.
That sounds pretty good. Anywhere anywhere. Oh, anywhere particular we should meet in Upper City?
Well, getting into Upper City is going to be difficult to do so, just because it is nobility, but you could try and reach somewhere near Upper City to meet up.
Is there a gate to go through it?
There are multiple gates to get into Upper City. Like, you've got different entrances. It's like Upper City and Lower City, like there is like a full divide kind of situation going on.
Should we meet at gate number 342?
You know these gates better than I do, Magda.
Okay, I was totally kidding, but okay.
Magda, might you know a way into the upper city in your past dealings?
Ooh. Game Master? Do I?
Go ahead, roll for me a history check.
Amazing. 8.
There's really only the gate entrances that you can think of, which there are plentiful inside the actual city itself, or you could travel to the outer cities and travel around Baldur's Gate to the outer city that's closest to the upper city.
Well, question. Because we're part of the Flaming Fest, can we, do you think they'll let us, go in?
Well, it's certainly worth asking.
Oh,
If they
wait.
say, I'm not sure. Do the Flaming Fist man those gates as well?
We have Rhea.
Well,
As the flaming because you have this information, you've gathered it before. The Flaming Fist mercenaries are mainly hired by the patriarchs of Upper City to maintain the existence of them and their well-being. So there are likely going to be flaming fists guarding entrances to Upper City because that's, you know, their patronage.
Perhaps if we flash our badges, they'll let us through. We can just say that this is an individual we're taking for questioning, perhaps. And if they have any questions, I think we've figured out gold talks here.
Okay. So
As
you
long,
know best.
well, I'm not sure about that.
I will say, if you wanted a spot to meet up with before heading into Upper City, you do have the bathhouse. The bathhouse is over there, and you have right there a gate into Upper City.
Oh, shall we meet there?
Sure, we can meet at the bathhouse. Location we're all familiar with, unfortunately. Except
Uh,
Rhea might not be.
I mean, if one of you is amiable, I could perhaps stay the night and travel with you in the morning.
I could probably find room for you where I'm staying, at a church in the outer city.
Can I direct you to the group chat?
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know where I'm staying in town. Random
Perhaps
rooms.
two of you guys can look for a place.
Red hair. Say no more.
But, yeah, as you all have this sort of, delegation, you're able to, set out for wherever it is you bed down this eve. Is there anything that you do as you leave Low Lantern and prepare to meet back up in the morning? Silence.
Oh.
How dare you?
I guess as I was walking through the city back towards the outer city, if I passed any magic or bookshops or magic bookshops that were open.
Um, I would say that you can find both a magic shop and a bookshop, yes. They are not, it is not a magic bookshop, unfortunately, but you do find a magic shop and a bookshop.
I guess very quickly I would just peek my head in and see if they would be willing to buy the 4 spell books that we found from me.
Yes, may I see them?
Sure, be careful with this one. Here's a key for it, but it might be cursed.
Thank you for telling me so. I changed my, appraisals of it. First item is valuable, but also risky. As the shopkeep looks over the books, go ahead, roll for me. Roll for me just a straight charisma check, please.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, lovely. It is, for 4 of them, I could offer you 120 gold.
Saren doesn't really know what they're worth. Sure, sounds great.
And he'll take them off of your hands and count out 120 gold and put it into yours.
Saren will take it and be on his way.
Mm. We'll say that Rhea went with Saren and will find a place in the outer city to spend the evening. Magda, Melioras, Haven, where are you all? What are you all doing as you are bedding down this evening?
Mel will walk a few blocks and then duck down a dark alley and drop the disguise self. Because she doesn't necessarily want the Tanella disguise in going to where she stays, and then she'll just head back to where she stays.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go home. You know, spend more time doing some research with my gram. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I think I just want to go and crash and relax somewhere after taking a few heavy hits from the guy in the ship, in the bar, or whatever, the tavern. I think I have any agenda other than a little rest.
Then you all are able to take your rest this evening, and I would like everyone to roll for me d10s.
Can we also hit the long rest button?
Just wait.
Okay.
I hate when this happens. It's worse when Faye smiles.
I really need a Beware the Smiling DM anything. Yeah,
Just don't watch stream.
Why don't we start with Magda, who got a 10.
Bye.
Hi.
Look very handsome today.
You're asleep after a enlightening bit of training with Jurgen. And you can tell that you're asleep. You can tell that when you open your eyes, you're dreaming. Around you, you are in what seems to be a sewer-like existence. It's very similar to the dungeon beneath the bathhouse. There is, however, one key difference. It is not water that you stand in, but blood. It drips down the walls and fills the ground. And you get the sense that you are not alone. Something else is watching you. and a voice sharp as a blade. Speak your desires.
Why?
You are in a presence of one powerful enough to grant what you want.
In return for...
I want you to believe in.
And you are...
You already know my
Dad?
name. That is yet to be seen.
Grandpa?
That could also be the truth.
Ew. You can't be my grandpa and my dad at the same time. That's kind of gross. If I, okay, so if I believe in you, which I don't understand what that means. Can you explain that to me a little bit?
Tell me of your desire. I'll
Um,
make them come true.
okay, so when you say like my desires, like do you mean like I want to have like a huge omelet for breakfast, or like I want to be like the big powerful um blood hunter, like my great granddad?
If it is blood you desire, that is easy enough for me to deliver.
I feel like there needs to be a clarification because I don't want to be bathed in blood because I feel like we're standing in the room filled with blood. Blood hunter. I think. Can you make it blood hunter?
You have
Do I
much
get?
to learn.
Hey, do I get? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You have much still to learn of this world. But
Yes.
blood can be delivered. And it is on those chilling words that you will awake.
I wake up going, "Excuse me. Hello. Hello."
Nothing responds to you. Melioris, let's see how your night is going. You got an 8.
Yes, I did.
You are wrapped in the softest of softness that you have ever felt. And as your awareness begins to sharpen while you sleep, you are prone, lying, but you aren't in danger. There are soft lights that remind you of starlight all around you, but they are free-floating fireflies. The softness around you is plush. Stuffed animals that seem to gently breathe and purr. And it is soothing. And comforting. More so than you've had in a lot of the recent times. And you recognize that amongst the plush animals aren't just creatures you've seen from your journeys above ground, but also from your homeland beneath. A strange between of the two worlds. A bit of a respite.
Are any of the lights somewhat bioluminescent? Like, is any of the lights remind me of home,
I would say,
or is it just
yeah,
the animals?
I would say some of the lights are bioluminescent fungi. Fungi. Uh, so you have this much softer version of your homeland in your dreams. You awake well rested. Haven, let's go to you next. You've got a 4. You are cold. That is the first thing that you notice. You are restrained. Iron bars hold your arms down, head down, your legs down, and you are trapped on a table. You do not feel your weaponry. You do feel that your eyelids are being forced open by some strange device. Out of the
And
corner,
I was gonna say, what can I see?
it's an empty room for the most part. But you do see out of the corner of your eye movement. A small hand, tiny, belonging to a creature that moves shadowy, no more than perhaps 3 inches tall. The only thing about it that is not a living shadow is its white, burning eyes. Another appears. And another. Another, until there are dozens of them lined around your body. They just stare at you. And then in unison, they all pull out needles and jab them into you, and that is how you awake. Saren,
Yeah.
we come to you. You are in darkness. You are weightless in this darkness, but you can hear something around you. It's rushing like water or wind. And you have a sensation that you are not alone. Not in the sense that wherever you are in this situation that someone else suffers like you, you are aware that something watches you. Something can intervene, can save you from whatever this unknown fate you live through. And doesn't. It is content to see you squirm. To what end, you don't know. You continue that weightlessness, that sensation of being watched until you see a city begin to arise from the ground beneath you. And then you understand that you are falling faster, faster, faster. And when you are about to impact ground back is when you wake up, Saren. You all can press your long rest buttons.
Didn't feel terribly restful, but I'll take it.
Before I leave the house, can I activate my Crimson Right?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Alright, so you guys are able to head out to the bathhouse. Since that is where you said you would meet up.
Yeah, Saren will make sure Ray is up and ready and has the same meager breakfast that everyone else in the outer city eats, and then make sure that any evidence of being a Hell Rider is very obscured.
Yeah, they'd be able to manage that.
I'm curious how she takes to that. Like,
Uh,
given that that's probably her identity of being a person in general.
Oh, it most definitely is, but seeing that most of all of her Hellrider stuff is just her armor, she just puts her cloak on a little tighter. Keeps the cowl up.
What's the weather like?
You know what? Why don't we roll for that?
How much of a headache does Mel have today?
It's fairly overcast, actually.
Oh, you know what? I think Mel probably has the hood of her cloak down.
Okay. So you all arrive at the bathhouse. How is everyone looking? Besides Mel having her cloak down for perhaps the first time during the day.
Saren would have taken a little extra time to try and clean up his clothes and himself, since they're going to go to the upper city, and is hoping to attract less attention.
Okay.
I think Magda's kind of walking with like a little bit distracted. Because she's, oh my gosh, what could I want? Like, do I? The thing with Blood Hunters is gotta be really cool. But what if I was like rich? Like, would that be really cool? Or like, what if I had like a lot of friends? Or what if it just meant omelet for breakfast? I didn't get omelet for breakfast. I wonder what it meant. And I just go round and round and round.
Is your friend always so talkative in the morning?
Saren's just going to make eye contact while still walking a little bit. Yes. Also, maybe not just the morning, but it's okay. She's got a good heart.
Rhea just kind of hums and nods a bit.
Just very eager.
Did Rhea react to seeing a drow just stroll up as if she was meant to be there?
There was a look of confusion because this is not the person she met last night, but she's not questioning anything, at least not outwardly.
I give her the same kind of smile I gave in my disguise from the last night, but I don't say anything.
Okay.
I think Haven would have spent some time, like in the morning, doing some like general refitment of the armor that they bought the previous day. That was kind of cobbled together last minute, right? And making some modifications, maybe straightening up some panels of the plates as best he could with his own smithing capabilities that he has. Um, just because he thought it seemed pretty inferior, and he's trying to at least make it comfortable enough for himself to wear and be presentable in the upper city as well.
Okay. So, I'm surprised no one's questioning Magda's mutterings, but it's fine. You all begin to make your way from the bathhouse to the upper city. And as you are able to see the gate, there are guards that are beholden not just to the watch, but you would notice speckled amongst them are one or two fish members, but it is mostly City Watch. And as you are approaching, just check our time here. This is where we're going to take our next ad break. So, we'll see what happens at the gates and on the other side after these ads. We do ask that you let the ads run. They help us out at Will the Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. But if you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen as well as in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community. These perks benefit us, not only providing your DM much needed caffeine, but they unlock awesome perks for the entire community. Perks that can be found all over our Discord. But we'll see you all very soon to continue along with our story. So stick around. See you all. Alright, we are back in action here. And y'all are heading to the upper city. So, as you arrive, you had spotted the guards here. What do you do as you are approaching?
Saren will lead the way and just kind of flash his Flaming Fist badge and just not stop, kind of trying to give the impression that this is a normal thing and he's doing a normal official business and he should be here.
Go ahead. Give me a performance check to kind of sell yourself here.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you are confidence incarnate here. As you show the badge, the guard takes note of it, nods, turns to one of the other watch members to make sure that the gate is raised for you, so that way you can pass.
All right, in we go.
Yeah.
Alright, does anyone know where the Van Thamper villa might be?
Do I?
You know that it is in Upper City, but that's all that you guys would have. I don't believe many of you have traveled through Upper City terribly often.
Never been here.
Would it? I mean, Darren,
Yes, Magda.
does it hurt for us to ask the guards to direct us to the Van Thamper's house?
Well, we kind of gave the impression that we come here and we're supposed to be here and we know what we're doing.
All right. Okay, should we just ask a random person?
Sure.
Okay. I look around. Is there a someone who doesn't look pompous?
In Upper
Older?
City? No.
You know,
Not in Upper City. Everyone's kind of looking down at down their noses
Yeah,
here.
but what if there's gotta be servants? Are there any servants?
If they are hard at work and not looking for conversation.
Magda, how about a
Is there,
vendor?
Yeah.
Well, none in this immediate area.
Is there a messenger service?
You could roll an investigation to try and find.
Directory?
You could roll an investigation. Nothing's popping out at you here. But I will keep your 9 in mind.
Yeah. Man, if I was a powerful blood hunter, I could find out in 2 seconds. Murder under my breath.
Is there like a fruit vendor or anyone selling food on the street?
Not in this immediate area, but if you'd like to keep your eye out, you can either do an investigation or a perception.
Got a 12.
12, I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, I'm assuming that we're still proceeding, like, with the authority, like Saren had shown when we first walked through the gate.
I mean, that's up to you. Would you have dropped that persona?
No.
Then yeah, you're still moving around with that sort of... I mean, Rhea almost always seems to be walking around with a very sort of prideful posture. So...
Could I see if I can notice any signs of imps?
What specific signs would you be trying to spot?
Do I see one? Or I don't know if Mel would know. Mel would probably assume there's like a scent of sulfur or something.
Okay.
I don't know if there is, but she would probably assume that followed them around. So do I notice anything like that?
I will say roll for me a survival or perception check to see if anything like that pops out.
Would my perception be at disadvantage?
Since you are looking for like sort of scent-based things primarily, I'm going to say it's based on your scent, so no.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 9.
Keep your 9 in mind. As your troop begins to move through Upper City, either just looking around, trying to find anything, with a 12 perception, Saren, you would hear it's not fruit, but a young voice calling out in the morning light. Blossoms, Blossoms! 2 blossoms for a copper! And you can see a young child with a basket full of wildflowers
Yeah.
trying to sell them.
Saren will approach and say, "Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Are you looking for a blossom? I'm selling them 2 for 1 copper.
I have no need of that this morning, but I'm wondering if you can tell me the quickest way to the Van Dumper estate, their villa."
Saren, these are beautiful flowers. We need to buy some for this. How many of us are there? There's 5. We'll take 10.
Of course. And the young child puts together a grouping of 10 flowers for you. And 5 copper.
I will hand them 5 copper.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I love these.
For the Van Thamper family, yeah, you just walk down this street and he proceeds to give you the entire address directions. And I will mark that on the map here. Where's my draw tool? There it is. There it is. So, you have...
What's the triangular shaped area where there's no houses?
I believe that's just a hill. You're in a very hilly location.
Okay.
It looks like a pastry.
Oh, what is it? 'Cause you just said that. It looks like samosa. That's what it looks like.
Yes. Samosa Hill.
Well, thank you then for your help and your blossoms for Haven here.
Yeah. Well, just be mighty careful if you're out near the Van Damper lands.
Why is that?
Oh, there's the woman, the head of the family, dreadfully horrible, very strict.
We'll be sure to take extra care. Thank you.
Can I take the girl? It's a girl, right?
It is the figure here. No, they do not present particularly male or female.
Okay. Can I give them 2 silver as a thank you?
As you present the 2 silver, I don't have change.
No. You keep it.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. You have a good day.
And they'll nod.
Well, should we follow the directions then?
Okay.
Okay.
Guess we'll just kind of make our way along the wall.
Yeah, you can do that. Well, instead of walking all that way, I'll just...
Oh.
do a bit of a side view on it.
One tower looks like a face.
This
Or an
is
electrical
Oh.
outlet.
Ooh.
Oh. Gargoyles sound like owls now.
So, as you are, making your way, there will be a few minutes walk, to the Venthamper Villa following the directions you were given. Do you have any conversations amongst yourselves, or with Rhea as you travel through?
I'd like to ask Rhea if she happened to see anyone that resembled my sister coming through El Terrell in the last weeks or months. And my sister would look probably somewhat like Rhea, like the darker skin, red hair, but sister would be an elf. Just out of curiosity.
You see her face pull in a bit of effort as she tries to remember, and no one quite so specific comes to my mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Just looking for clues wherever I can get them.
There is perhaps a chance that your sister did come to Elturel. It is a beautiful city. And then her face kind of falls a bit. Was, at least. If your sister was near Elturel, there is the unfortunate possibility she was with it when it fell. Wherever it may have gone.
In some ways, that may not surprise me. But if anyone can survive it, it's her. Thank you.
Rhea, might you know what happened to Grand Duke Ravengard?
He was announced to be coming as part of a diplomatic meeting. I do not know what happened since.
Do you know if he made it to the city when it fell?
Perhaps I was out training when everything happened. I was a few miles from the city before I was even able to make it back.
Were you training alone, or were there other Hell Riders that didn't fall along with the city?
I was training by myself. I am not as welcome as some others, even if my dedication is perhaps more worthy.
Why wouldn't you be as welcomed?
I am Termish. I do not hail from Elturel. I am outsider there as well, but it is the place that my heart calls home.
I see.
Other people, they do not.
Fair enough, thank you.
So, you are able to make your way to the villa. there is about the villa, you have the stately stone edifice, a detached stable house. They both have sloped rooftops, covered with red clay. A stone wall 12 feet high encloses the villa with lanterns that hang about it. Um, there are 3 wooden gates. The main entrance, a coach gate, and a postern gate. The coach gate is to the south, the postern gate to the north. What do you do as you are approaching and see the wall?
Does it look like it has any staff or guards posted at the entrances? Doorman, perhaps?
Go ahead, give me a perception check, I'd say.
That's a 12.
Well, it takes a few minutes of looking, mostly because of the high wall. You can't really see if there's any sort of figures that patrol, but beneath the wooden gates, there are areas on the ground where you can see movement of footsteps. It does seem that there is a guard patrol, but it does seem to be inside the actual gate of the manor house instead of outside of it.
Are the
Seems
gates
like that would make sense for a upper city house where they probably expect the watch and or the fist to be protecting the outsides of all these places.
are the gates bars, or are they like wooden so that we couldn't see through them?
They are made of wood.
Okay. Well, do you think we should maybe listen to see if we can detect the guard patrols? See how regular they are?
I mean, what's the ultimate goal here? We came to look for the mother or the brother. Why don't we just go up to the door and knock? Demand to see them.
Yeah, we need to speak to a Vandamper to tell us where Krieg is. I'm not sure how willing to give that information they're going to be.
Probably correct.
Especially since we definitely attacked one last night.
I mean, he attacked us.
You're right, there is mutual attacking, I agree. Perhaps Krieg is inside here.
When Saren says that, does Rhea have any reaction?
There seems to be perhaps a bit of intrigue for the potential of Krieg being here.
Perhaps we could flash our flaming fist badges and force entry, but I'm sure they have a number of house guards here that are personally employed.
It's the house of a duke,
Exactly.
which sounds like it's important in this town.
Right.
And as much as I may or may not care for the fist, we do have Zaj to worry about, saying we shouldn't be sullying his or their reputation as well. And I don't want the web to get even more tangled.
We could certainly try and sneak in, but these walls are pretty tall and we have no idea what's on the other side.
Diplomacy might go a long way. Or it might get us nowhere.
That is not my forte.
Do the gates appear locked?
Hard to say from where you currently stand. They definitely appear closed, but if you want, you could try and get close and investigate.
Sure, I will get closer and investigate.
Roll that for me.
19.
They do not appear locked, nor do they appear trapped.
The gates are accessible. They're not barred, and there's nothing really preventing us from opening them. You said there was a postern gate, right?
Yes.
Is it like concealed or just like smaller?
Just smaller.
Okay. Well, we can try going in the front door here, and I'm not sure what angle we could use to get access to the whole villa, but if we think that Krieg might be here, then the whole villa would need to be searched. We could always try sneaking in the back door.
We're gonna really go in there.
What was that?
We're gonna really try to go in there.
Well, I think so.
Okay.
What do you do?
Perhaps we try sneaking in the back door. And if we're confronted, then we can try and talk our way through.
A lovely idea.
Oh God.
But we'll just have to see how it plays out in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I will see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildwitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you want to jump into a game yourself and keep up to date with all of our announcements. If you want to catch us for our live streams, follow us here on Twitch. If you want to catch our VODs, that happens over on YouTube. But until then, may ever burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.